Hello friends, let's learn practically how we can create data sources, then crosstabs and infocharts in Design Studio. So I will be showing you practically step by step means how we can create data sources and in creating the crosstabs and infocharts. So to start with, first we need to create a new application, new analysis application. For that means what we can do, we can just click on this icon means whenever we launch Design Studio, or we can go through application menu and from there we can choose new option. Okay, so first whenever we click on new, we'll get this new window where it will ask for the application name. So we will give some application name. Suppose let's say this is test crosstab and info chat as a project. In the folder means this will be a like business objects folder means where BI platform where wherever we want. So where we wanted to store that we will give. So for now means I have placed it in a public folder, and let's see means I'll just select this option. So in the training, let's see means this is one option, and from template we need to choose. So whenever we are not sure means what type of structure we want as means uh, in the application analysis application, or whenever we feel that uh, it is not some generic template we wanted to use means, then at that time you can just click on blank template so that we can create our own components there as per our needs. So once we select blank, so after we click on create, this will get open. So so the first step is means whenever we create application means then we need to create a data source, because data sources is the main thing where we need to connect with the data sources to get the data. So this is one of the connection we need to select, and from that means connection we can say let's say means there are these are the cubes which are available for connecting the databases. So for now means I will just select some one of the sample connection. So this is a data source which I have selected p address 001. So uh, we can change this name, or we can keep it as ds underscore one means whatever means. Suppose there are many data sources and we just wanted to identify. Suppose one data source is connecting to the sales data, then we can say sales data source, or other if it is model, then we can say models data source, like that. So that will means depending upon the business need. So for now I'll just select means I'll keep ds underscore one as is and click on OK. So once we have this, so this is the data source. It will be available in this outline means first step is means I'll just edit the initial view means as per our base whatever the structure it is defined at the back end or in the cubes, that way it will be available for at first time. So what we can do, we can change this actually. So measures, whatever measures are there, it will be appearing as a columns, and rows will be, this is like a cross tab. So for now means I don't want to be displayed it as sold to party, so I'll remove it. I wanted to display it as a division wise. So division wise, what is incoming orders and then order quantity. So I can just click on OK. So this is one cross tab means we wanted to create. So what we can do from the components, there is an analytical components section. From there we can just drag this cross tab here, and let's align it somewhere means best where we wanted to place. And then first step to assign a data source. So there are two ways to assign a data source. We can just directly drag this data source from here to there, or we can go to the properties section. From when we select, we have this option of data source. I'll just show you. See, this is a data source. From here we can assign this data source. So this is one way. So if I select this, that whatever the data is available, the data source, that will be start appearing here. I can just expand this so that okay, so this is created. For now means I'll just select means if I run this execute locally or execute on BI platform, so this will go to the BI launchpad where it will execute, or execute locally it will just execute on browser there itself. So this will, it shows like this. So we can expand this means like see means how we can do this. So that it will appear like this. Okay, if I click on this, now it will look like this. So this is the first cross tab which will display division wise incoming orders and order quantity detail. It has this division on this left side and the orders like this is these are the measures, and this will be the overall results. So now let's add one more data source, not cross tab. So to get a cross tab means we just need one more data source. So for now, what I'll do, I'll just copy this and I can just paste it because I wanted to have this in data source as is. I just wanted to make some changes. So measures, what I'll do, I'll just remove this measures. I don't want it to display this division. For now I'll remove this. If you see whenever we see, this is a columns, rows, and background filter means if we wanted to add some background filters here, then we can add it here. So as this is one measure, it will just show its total value. So let's add sold to party here. Now if you see, this is sold to party and it will show like this. So for now means I will add a hierarchy as well. So I wanted to activate hierarchy based on by region. So what I can do, I can just click on this and activate. See, so this is used for the purpose of drilling, we can say, means where we can add hierarchies to the documents, and then it can be displayed in the analysis application. I'll just click on OK. So now to add one more data source cross tab, so let's drag this, just put it on the right side of this first cross tab. So to assign means just drag this DS2 to this. Now if you see, this is got added. So now see means for both of them means if you want to position it, how we can do this, we can just select both of them, and in the properties section there will be a layout properties. So for both of them, let's say means just I want to have top margin as 20, let's say. So that way that will get aligned means on the top side. Left margin we can say means for this this is let's say means I will add 730. This is fine means and if I just run this, this will appear like this. The other way means to position as well means there are options means if you select these both cross tabs, you will see these options: right align selected component and means see means if it is right align, whenever we have both components selected, then this will get enabled, which will means we can just left align, you can right align, or we can top align selected component. If you click on this, it will get top align. If we say bottom align, so this will get bottom align. which will be, see means this got moved down because I selected bottom align. Means if I select this top align, then it will select on top side. So this way it is very useful to align it or position it. So this is the way how we can create a cross tabs, and let's add one info chart in this. So to get the info chart means we can go to the this analytical components. We can add it here if it's hard to means scroll. So at that time you can just type it here means for quick purpose, so that it will appear here. Any component if you want to quickly get it in, so we can just drop in here. I'll just move it down. Now so we can add a data source to this. Let's add this data source. The same way means we can just drag it and drop it, drop the data source there. So this is just initial, and if you see on the properties section there is a data source, so it bind to that particular info chart. And data selection, we can select it from here. If you click on that, incoming orders, let's take that incoming orders 0 and order entry quantity, and just click on OK. So this is means it got added by default. It was added for entire values, but we took 3 measures. Now from the chart configuration property, we can configure which chart type we wanted to have. So these are the different charts. So where we have these options, if you see 100% stack means whatever, from line chart, if you see this is combined column line chart. Let's see means if you want combine column line chart 2 axis, so this is we can take. So now we have this data displayed. If you want others like pie chart, so this will appear like this, donut chart. So whatever chart we want, means there are multiple options. Means if you see, these are the different options which are available. So this is again this is a trellis area chart, a trellis bar chart. So these are the different types. Then this is, if you see, this is other charts like radar charts, we can say. So based on the business requirement, we can choose. For now, I'll select one of the combined column chart with the two y-axis, and incoming orders and order quantity will be on second axis. If you see, this is second axis. This is order quantity, incoming orders on this, and that will be appear on this side. So and category axis, this will be a division. Just click on OK. Now the appearance has been changed. So now from the additional properties, if you see, this is additional properties, we can change different options. If you see, this is general, then this is plot area, angle, like this. Suppose on the general side, if you want to show the title, suppose I wanted to give some sales data, it will get changed here. If I want to align it center left, that I can do it. Let's bold weight. We can change the formatting, its color, whatever means. It's show background. If I want to show background, like suppose I wanted to say this is the background I wanted to have on this, I can change it, or I can have this other colors if I want. So these are the additional properties. This plot area will have border, data label, show data labels, font, weight, Then value axis, this is again access related. So this is access, means how the value should appear, like whether we should if I uncheck, then it will not show the value axis, and what color. So suppose I wanted to have it red color. So if you see, this value axis got changed, means this axis color got changed. Axis line, if I want to show, if I don't want to show, then it will not appear. If I want to show, then it will appear. Axis strict, font size, this is again general formatting. And now if I say, I'll just minimize this to show you other properties. So title, show axis title. If I want to show axis title, then it will show like this. Apply axis line color, then it will apply the color. Again, this is a font for title. Category axis, so for this category axis, this is value axis. Let's understand this. This is value axis, and this is the x-axis will be a category axis. So this is category axis. If I want to say, let's say, means I wanted to have this color something different, then category axis, axis line, this is value axis too. Suppose there is one more option I wanted to show you. See, if you see, this is angle. So this is again one more. If I say, there are different options like 30, 45, 60 or 90. So suppose I say 30, you will see these names, these category names which got angle like this, because that will look good. If I change it to something else like 60, then it will appear like this. Or let's say suppose 90, like this. And suppose I don't give any angle, if it is 0, then it will very hard to read, means it will not fit into that size. So generally 30 is look good. So let's take that. Lines of wrap, if you want to specify wrapping, then we can specify a font like this. So this is about access properties. Then there are the show legend, show scrollable, always show, means these are the different options which are available. Position means if I wanted to show left align or right align with the legend, so this is one option. If you see where we want, see whatever the legends here it is showing, whether we want on top, see means it got on top here. If I want to have bottom, then, but generally it is fine, means if you place it on in this side, it looks good. And then it's font. So if I want to change the font of this got changed, if you see on this side. So this is all about these properties. Let's run this. See, means this is the this is the info chart got created. And then these two cross tabs. So this is all about how we can create data sources and how we can create dashboard. See, means if you see one more thing here, means if you, as we have activated a hierarchies, we will get these options here, means we can drill down. So that by region, means whatever the region it is having, so that way it will show up the values. So this is very useful and powerful, means. And if you see this cross tab, means whenever we have, means we are collapsing this hierarchy, the size gets reduced, means because, and it will look good, because users need that behavior looks good. So that's why they will check this, means. And whenever we expanding, the cross tab size gets expanded. So this is all about creating this cross tabs and info charts. If you have any questions, then please put it in the comment section. I hope you have liked this video, or if you have understood these concepts. If you have any questions, then please put it in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel so that you will get to know about my new videos. Thank you for watching.